Hello, everybody. Wolfmaster here. Thanks for tuning in to Season 1, Episode 3 of my new German challenge with the Argentinian Twist. For those of you that have watched these episodes before, thank you for coming back. For those of you that are new, this series, what I'm doing is I'm taking a team from another country, and in this case, I've taken an Argentinian team, Club Atletico Patronato, and I've put them in the 3 Liga of Germany. And the ultimate goal is to take a youth academy team and to see how many seasons it takes me through primarily simming to win the Champions League. And this is being the first season, we're off to a good start. I want to apologize at the end of last episode. Once again, I am very new to making videos. This is the first go at it. My computer isn't working, so until I get that updated, I'm pretty much stuck doing these on the Xbox. So I do have some issues from time to time, and at the end of last episode, you'll notice that you'll hear my mic is completely I apologize for that. I was just making a bunch of weird noises, and then my furnace kicked on, so you probably heard some kind of fuzzy or humming. So anyway, I apologize for that. Once again, I'm getting better, and hopefully I won't have that in this episode. Now, this episode will cover November, and I only had 3 games, and once again, I played 1 home game, and I will show you the game highlights from that game, as I've have been doing. And the problem is that was a 0-0 draw. So it might be kind of boring. It's a quick highlight, a minute, I believe. But you get to see a couple of my moves as playing as a goalkeeper. For those of you that don't know, I play my games where I lock in as a player, and I always lock in as a goalkeeper. And if you haven't tried it, I suggest giving it a go. It's actually a really different perspective on the game, and it's really kind of cool. By using the back button, you can change your view of the goalkeeper, and it will focus on the ball or focus on the goalkeeper. And if you focus on the ball, then you'll notice you have a Y, a X button that will appear. You can actually hit B for your player to shoot. But I don't do that. The option's there, but I choose to let it, the game progress naturally. And you'll see some pretty funny things. A lot of times you'll see players going one-on-one for goal kick, or with the goalie. They're one-on-one. I'm thinking, great, I got a goal, and then they suddenly turn and pass it behind them. The AI does that when it's coming to me. I had one-on-one against me, and I'm like, oh man, he's going to score, and he passed it behind him. So it's not just my guys. I tweak all my instructions. I tweak the tactics constantly. I like a very fast-paced attacking game. That's why I have my right and left wing backs are always attacking. My forward players don't ever come back and play defense, so I really like a fast-paced game. Unfortunately, I believe Bama Striker 9 hit the nail on the head with his composure video. If you haven't watched his channel, I recommend you do so. I love his channel. I watch it every day for lunch, and this is amazing. I learned quite a few things, and I think his composure video is straight on. It does affect how these kids do things in games, and when their composure stats are low and you've got a one-on-one break, for crying out loud, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to pass it back, and they're going to not score. It's just interesting. Okay, since I'm on this screen, I'm going to conduct some minor business in this next transfer window, and I'm kind of showing you some of the different players here, but it was stationed on Fructal, and he, if I'm not pronouncing his name right, I apologize, but he's the goalkeeper that I've been raving about. He is 6'4". He is a super stud. Unfortunately, he wasn't available now, but he should be in your games, hopefully. Once again, check this out. These 2 guys here from Barcelona B, I can't say enough about that team. They are stocked with talent. Every one of these kids is showing great potential. It's just amazing. I was just kind of focusing through here on what players I may or may not be able to afford. This guy here, Upamecano, oh my goodness, he is a super stud too. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford him even if I wanted to, and then his wage would be outrageous to boot. But if you can get him, by all means, do it. As you noticed, Henke, I paid $120 for him, and he's going to join my team in January, but he's up to $525. So that was a steal. He will get better. Now, I do have a couple center backs. He does play left back for me, too. My young guys from my youth academy were promoted, and, but they're still subbing, so it's good. This kid here, Cucurella, man, he is my first choice left back that I absolutely love to get. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the funds to get him, so I kind of let him slide. I'm not going to be able to get him, but I wanted to show you in case you need a really good left back. He has super speed, really good on the ball, good ball skills. He can even score some goals for you. In my last save, I think at the end of the season, he had 7 goals, so it was amazing. Here's another really good player that I like to get from Colombia, Miramon. I've been getting this kid, it seems like forever now. Since he was 16, he's been in this game, and every year I grab him, and every year he rewards me. Lainez, he is a wonderful player to get to if you could afford him. Unfortunately, I can't. So this kid here, I'm definitely going to pick him up. I could probably get him for 20,000, which you might ask yourself, why in the heck would I do that? Well, I only have 4 players in my youth academy, and with smaller scouts, 2-stars and 3-star scouts, I'm just not finding the amount of players that I'd like. This kid has potential of 76 according to SoFIFA. I had him in a previous save, and I got him up to about 72, and he doesn't mind being a rotation player. And I sold him for about $1.5 million. So the ultimate goal here is to make money. Kasuma, I might even grab him. He's going to be one of them other prospects that can get up to about 75 or 74, I believe. But once again, pay a little bit of money, sell him, make some money. By that time, my young players should be up in the team, full tilt. So it should be good. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the season in the next episode, and I'll show you the highlights. So thanks for watching, and continue, and I appreciate the support.
Attacking well here. With good vision. To score! That's a good save. He got a touch to that. The shot's on. Can pull it back here to set up a chance. Surely he's hit the frame of the goal. To put them in front.
Alright everybody, this is pretty much how I'm going to be doing my videos from here on out. I kind of like how it's doing this. I give you a little bit of an introduction, show you my highlights, and then I bump into the remaining part of the month. I just want to touch base on my objectives. I am above target, and from what I've heard, as long as you get one, successfully complete one, then you're not going to get fired. Now, my home games, I don't know what's going on. I don't think I'm going to make this one. Evidently, Argentinian fans don't want to travel to their new home in Germany to watch a game, so because my home crowds are sucking, man. I don't get it, but it is what it is. I'm still on pace to hopefully win. If not, I just want to at least get promoted. I did get one of my criticals out of the way, and I'm shooting to get the player growth, hopefully keep it under 25. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'm above target, so I should be okay next year. The worst thing that can happen on these series is you build up a really good team and then you get fired. So we're going to check out the scouts and see what happened. I did get an injury, but hey, it's not to one of my, it's an older guy, so I don't really care. That's fine with me. I'm glad it's not one of my young kids. He's going away next year, hopefully anyway. Let's see what my Netherlands scout brought me. And it looks like, let me see here, Alexander. Ooh, yeah, we're going to take you. We're going to sign you up here. 300,000. That means I'll make a decent profit even if it doesn't turn out well. Yep, don't want this kid. Sorry, Justin. Let's see what Albert did. He hasn't been bringing me too much here lately, so I don't know. And, well, he isn't very good. Nope, not him either. Let me see. Age 15, 7094. We'll go ahead and give him a shot and sign him up, Mr. Eric, and see how well you do. I'll get into later on how I do my transfer scouting, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I got an international offer. I don't know how many of you all do them. I have in the past. Just don't know if I really want to do it now or not. I'll tell you about that later and some advantages to doing it if you want to know. Let me see here. Okay, he's a right mid. Good. I need somebody to replace Barrington here in a couple of years, and this kid looks like he might turn out to be a really good gem too. I'm telling you, my Netherlands guy, man, he's found me gem after gem now for the past months, and I'm very proud of him. Okay, he was a kid I just signed. He might turn out to be pretty good. I don't really need too many central midfielders because I only play at the cam anyway, so we'll see. Mr. Cedric looks like his bottom end potential's gone up. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's, 3 Netherlands players of what I have found that are all really good players from a 2-2 scout. It's amazing. Before it's said and done, my Netherlands scout's going to pull more in than what my 3-star Germany scout did. Mr. Oliveira, I tell you, he's depressing me. His OBR or top potential is down to 82 now. Wow, I mean his stats, he's still a solid player, but I'm thinking he's going to only be a low 80s, maybe high 70s by the time it's done. Here's my first central midfielder I found. He has been getting some training and he's been going up. And Benjamin, that 86 is staying right there, solid, and he's actually increased and he's doing pretty well. I'm still training him as a striker. His OBR hadn't gone up any, but his finishing has gone up a little bit, and some of his striking, striker moves or abilities, are going up. So that's pretty good. Anyhow, I had a fairly successful month. I did win 2 games, so I was very happy with that. And I drew one. I'm still not really in first place yet. I'm still kind of 2 games out of the lead, but we'll see how it progresses. Real quick here, the 5-star scout that you get free, I'd take advantage of that. Here's my scouting instructions, by the way. I always do it the same way every time. 16 to 17-year-olds, I look for promising players. That pulls in a good range of them, and I like to have all of them scouted by the time the next year rolls around. Now, when it gets to 18 and 19, I always make them a first-team quality in addition to promising, because it kind of narrows the field down, and those are people that are ready to play now. World class. I have this on here primarily set up for regens and pre-gens. I want to catch has potential to be special players, and that's where they'll pop up here next year when this comes into play. Right now, it's pretty much just down to Leroy Sane and Gabriel Jesus and players like that, which I can't afford anyway, but we'll go ahead and scout them since I have it available. Anyhow, folks, that's going to be the end of this episode, and I'd like to say thank you for the continued support, and catch me on the next one. Have a good one.